Hello everyone, welcome to our August STEAM Challenge. I am Mrs. Young. I'm going to be showing you some of the things that you're going to be doing today in your challenge kit. First off, you're going to be learning how to create our gnomes. These gnomes are actually under the directions called Scoop, Stick, Garden Gnomes. Very simple little gnomes. You can make their beards as long as you like and make their hats as big as you like as well. So we'll be learning to make those. We're also going to be completing some sun art. So that is our sun art that I completed using our sun art paper and also the acrylic sheet that you received and a little black silhouette of our fairy. The next thing that we have to complete is a Origami Unicorn Bookmark Origami Math. So origami works a lot with right angles and making triangles and folds. So this is your example of what we're going to be doing there. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our gnomes. In your kit, you're going to be receiving 2 sticks like this and 2 cotton balls. And what you need to supply are glue, scissors, and a black marker. So first thing you need to do is decide which colors you want your hats to be. We're going to be supplying with multiple different colors. These might not be the same ones you have, but there'll be lots of different colors that you can use. And what you're going to want to do is choose the 2 colors that you like, and then you can cut out a triangle from either paper or both at the same time so that you have the same size. And you'll draw that on there, cut it out with your scissors. Let me go ahead and show you how I'm going to cut one out. And actually, because my triangle is perfect already cut here, I just need to cut across. Okay. So I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to just put it a little bit on the tip of that rounded edge. I'm going to stick that on there. I'm going to take a cotton ball. You may not want to use the whole cotton ball. You can make that decision, whatever works best for you. But I want it to look a little bit more triangle, so I'm kind of forming it to look like a triangle. And then I am going to put my glue on here. Now, you may not want your beard to be as long as your stick. You might want it to be shorter. That is fine. You can do that too. I'm going to make mine very long here. And then all I need to do are add some eyes. Now, you notice lots of gnomes have little noses too that's kind of stick out over top. You can choose to do that too. So let me show you how I might do that. All right. So then his little nose just kind of sticks out too. Almost looks a little bit like a mouth. But that's how you make your gnomes. So again, we're working with a triangle. So you got lots of angles there in our math. Okay, so let's go ahead and look into our next craft, which is our solar art. Now the solar art does take a little bit of time. One other thing you will need is a small container that you will be able to fit the piece of paper into that has a little bit of water in it, and it can be just cold water. But what you're going to do is you're in your envelope that you received, there should be a piece of sun paper, an acrylic sheet. Now your acrylic sheet may have a little film on it, as this one does. You're going to peel that off, okay? So you want that to be completely cleared off. And then you're going to design. You need to find some different leaves or flowers. You can use a couple different things. I have some different leaves that I found that I like. Here's one that has a little bit of flowers on it. And you're gonna just place those on your paper, wherever you think you'd like that to be. Now remember, you want your fairy to be there, kind of hidden, but they're in the picture too. So you're going to take her and then put her there. So maybe she's holding on. Your flowers and your leaves do not need to stay completely on, but you do want to have that mostly in the picture. Then you're going to put your acrylic frame over top, push that down really good. Then you're going to very carefully pick that all up. Take it outside in direct sunlight. Make sure you don't have any shade on it. You're going to stick that out in the sun for 5 minutes. If you want to, you can leave it a little longer. And then you're going to bring that back in, remove all your pieces. You're going to see that the design is on your paper when you come back in. But once you take that paper, what I want you to do then is stick it in your little container that you have with water and let that sit. And you're going to let it sit for about 1 to 2 minutes. It's going to look like the picture is about to disappear, but it won't. So what then you're going to do is take that paper, set it somewhere, let it dry. You can hang it, you can put it, sideways. Just let it dry really good. When you dry it, it's going to crinkle, which is fine. You can straighten it back out later. But when it dries, you're going to have this image. You're going to have the image of all the different things you put on the paper, because you can then see how the sun art works. Now, for those of you who have lemon juice, you can also put that in the container with the water, and it needs to cover the print. And the reason you want to do that is the sunlight is being exposed to the sun paper, and it's going to turn it a really light blue. And then about 1 to 5 minutes, when you bring it back in, you put it in that water, you're going to see all of the design that you created there. So if you really want it to be darker, those little bits of lemon juice will help, and then that also uses it to rinse the exposed art paper. So if you've ever heard about how film is developed, this is very similar to how film is developed. So when you have a picture that you print out, this is what they do with it. The darker paper just gives more of an image. Now you can see here mine kind of blended, and it might do that, and that's fine, but you just want to let that take time to dry, and then you'll get to see your design. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our next project, which is the Origami Unicorn. Now this one here, you're going to receive these, which we call our templates. And the reason we call it a template is because you can cut these pieces all out, and they're the sizes you need to create the flowers, the horn, the ears, and also use to make your bookmark. So this square is the same size that I used here. So you can do that as well. Now I do have mine kind of pre-ready here for cutout. But I'm going to show you basically what I did with the origami square. So I'm going to cut out my square. This is the hardest part. The rest you can kind of create and have fun with. All right, so we have our square. Let me get this out of the way too. You're going to take your square, turn it at an angle, and then you're going to fold up the triangle, and then you're going to fold down the triangle to the side there. Okay, so that part came down, just the one side, the other side staying up. Then you're going to turn your paper, and you're going to put you have your flap there. You're going to fold this paper up so that it meets the middle, okay? And then you're going to fold the other paper up to meet the middle. Okay, so here we go again. We've got your large piece of paper. You're folding it into another triangle. Then from the very tip here, you're going to fold that triangle down till it meets the end, the tip there. Then you're going to take the side triangle, fold that up to meet the center, and fold the other side up to meet the center. Okay, now you can do this one of two ways. You can hold it up like this and just fold these pieces in, or you can push it, hold this down and push it in. So it's whatever's comfortable for you. I'm going to hold it this way so you can see what I'm doing. But I'm taking that triangle that I just folded to reach up there. I'm folding the top half of this over that edge. Okay? And once you have the two edges together, then voila, you have your corner bookmark. And I can show you what this does. In your book, in a page of a book, it will sit on the corner of the page, and it'll stick out of the book, so you can see. You can actually see it. Now again, this one we are giving you the color paper. You can make your flowers any color you want. This is the outside of the flower. That's the inside of the flower, and there's our little dots to put in the middle. These pieces here are for the leaves. Okay, for where I put my leaves that came off the flowers. You have your horn, and you can see my horn. And then these parts here are the ears. So this is the out part of the ear, the inside of the ear. And you can see on my ears, I added a little pink to my ears. Now, when I glued these on, you can see here that I glued on from the back, the ears, and the horn. So I had to put together my ears first, and then I had to glue them on the back. Same with the horn. Now the flowers are all glued to the front, so those are all glued to this part. And you can just kind of put them along the top however you feel comfortable doing it. And then when I was done, I added my unicorn eyes. And you can see our beautiful eyes and the eyelashes. All right, so I hope everybody enjoys. This is our last challenge for this summer, but we do have lots of other great programs coming up. Please go to our website and check out our events page. We do have a Mystery Makers coming this fall, which will have lots of great crafts and challenges in there as well. We also have story time going on for the younger children and for families, so check us out for that information.